Hello, welcome all. Myself Pravinkumar Thokal, and today's topic is IT career guidance for freshers and students in India 2026. The theme is from college to corporate IT. A bit about myself Pravinkumar Thokal, and I have almost 12 plus years of software development experience. I have mostly worked on Microsoft technologies, .NET Core, AWS Cloud. I have previously worked in Atieti, Mindbody, Pfizer, and Systools. Currently, I am working as a software designer in a Globant. Uh, so, India is a global IT hub, and this is kind of a, a big picture for Indian IT industry. So, India basically serving to various clients, various countries like USA, Europe, Middle East, Canada, Australia, Japan, Singapore, etc. Key work areas are software development, testing, support, data cloud, business, product, and roles. So basically, there are various IT parks and technical hubs in India. So mainly Bangalore, Hyderabad, Pune, Chennai, NCR, Gurgaon, Noida, and some of the emerging hubs are Kochi, Trivandrum, Indore, Jaipur, Coimbatore, Ahmedabad. So map is not correct, but you can refer these cities for your reference. So here I would like to explain you the types of IT companies in India. So basically, there are four mainly categories. Uh, One is service-based companies. So service-based companies means basically such a company who provide some types of services in terms of some they will get a project and complete the project, and from that project they get a revenue, or they will like as a business out process they will give some employees to other companies and get some profit from those. So this is kind of a service based company. They are particularly providing some services. The other category is product based companies. So like Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Zoho. So here the product based companies are mostly they have their own product, and they are basically selling their product, or they are selling through their platform. So they don't need to like go to some other company for some sort of a jobs or to do the things. They will have their own employees and do the things, whereas in service based companies, uh, the employees will work for another company, right? This is main difference. So also there are some startups are basically a group of people working on some ideas and like creating a product out of it. So GCC is like India is recently becoming a global capability centers. So JP Morgan, Bosch, Siemens are few of the examples of those. So these are the main IT companies in India. Now we will discuss what are the different IT roles available in India. So one of the role is development. So development means the people who will work on actual software. They create software from the scratch or maintain the existing softwares. Those categories will fall into development category. So they need to know about the programming languages, algorithms, data structures, and mostly like famous languages like Java, .NET Core, PHP, Python, etc. Then another category is testing or QA automation or quality assurance. So basically, here this particular role is responsible for making sure whatever the software is getting delivered, it is kind of a, in terms of quality, it's good. There are no issues, no bugs. It's working as per the requirement. So this role is very crucial in terms of software success. So development and testing QA people work hands in hands. Development people will develop a software, give it to the testing people. Testing or QA quality assurance people will uh, do either manual or automation testing, and then gives a green flag for release. Now another role in is data analytics. So basically, mostly data science or AI ML or BI related stuff are there. Then cloud and infrastructure related roles are there. So basically, these softwares, when get developed, they need to be hosted somewhere, right? Either on premises or some cloud. So there will be some team or roles who will take care of those things, like shipping from testing environment to the release environment or production environment, timely checking the status and all. So everything, either they will provide the all the infrastructure support. The next role is business management. It has a business analyst, product management, project management. So these roles are crucial for requirement gathering. So these folks will decide how software, basically what features it will have, what should be the requirement, and this will be communicated with the development team and testing team. Mostly product owner will be, or product manager will take care of entire end-to-end product life cycle. Project management will take care of resource management, either it's a development, testing, and delivery of a project timeline, etc. Business analysis or business analyst will take care of like what at the very low level, they will deep down do their research, find out the features and flows for development. So this is kind of a business and management roles. Support and operations. So basically whatever the hardware support you need in terms of your laptop, keyboard, mouse, etc. So IT support team will be there. Some other technical or networking related stuff will be there. So support and operations will take care of those things. So now we will check the development roles, basically what kind of a development roles available. So broadly, here are the four categories: front-end developer, back-end developer, full stack developer, mobile app developer. Now, in software, front-end means your UI. So whoever works on UI, those were called as a front end developer. So like you have some application, that application may have some UI, for example Microsoft Office, or some any Amazon website. So Amazon has UI, right? So front end developer will be responsible for those. Then back end developer means like in the backend there will be some logic, business logic, like uh, how the data will be captured from the front end, how it will be stored in the database, then how it will be retrieved again shown on the UI. So backend developers basically take care of those things. Next category is full stack developer. Full stack developer means like the developer who knows end to end, like they also know the front end, they also know the back end. So that means such a person can work on the both side, front end and back end. So entire technical stack they are aware about and they can able to develop. There is a fourth category, that is mobile app developers. So basically like we develop softwares and all, so those works on mobile also through the browser. But sometimes we need some sort of a application which uh, should be work on Android mobiles or iPhone. So to develop such applications, mobile app developer will be used. So here are the few skill set we can see for development. like Java, Spring Boot, JavaScript. There are three types of JavaScript like React, Angular, Vue.js. Then Python will is currently emerging as a backend. Then Node.js, Express.js, .NET Core, PHP Laravel is one of the technology, but now it's not in much demand. But still, there are few application in maintenance state. For mobile application like Android, Kotlin and Java will be used. For iPhone, iOS, Swift will be used. React Native and Flutter will be used. So there are n number of databases, but mainly categorized into SQL base and no SQL base. So like MySQL, Postgres, MongoDB, etc. There are cloud and DevOps basics. So AWS, Azure, and Docker and Kubernetes. These are the some technology or technology providers who works on cloud. So REST is the one of the standard for API development. Like another is a GraphQL, and from test for testing and automation, Selenium and JS or Postman will be used. So these are the overall overview of the technology. So don't get bothered about this. You don't really need to know each and everything. I also don't know each and everything. I'm mostly working to .NET and .NET Core, AWS. So you just need to pick any one of these as a foundation, and you need to start over it. So for we can see now the testing and quality assurance roles. So there are mainly three categories. First is a manual tester, second is a automation tester, fourth one is a QA engineer or a QA lead. So basically, manual tester is will go through your application or website, and through the manual way, like through the mouse, he will check each and every functionality whether it's working as per the requirement or not, and he needs to do those things repeatedly, right? Like for example, he tested once, and next time when some bug fixes come or some next version will come, he need to again manually test entire flows. So there is another role, that is automation tester. Automation tester is basically responsible for creating a automation script. So basically they will create an automation script as per the requirement using some technology, and they will, once that script is created, they can run that script on your application, and that will automatically go through each and every flow and check whether your software or your application is working as per expectation or not. If some test cases are getting failed, it will let you know. Yeah, so that if you cover all the flows, automation is kind of a one time effort, and you can reuse those script again and again. So it's a kind of a time saving. But in manual testing, you need to know about the SDLC, and most of the things will be kind of say manual. But in automation, you need to know some scripting languages for automation, and here you need to uh, have a good understanding of a programming logic and all. So yeah, so QA engineer or QA engineer lead basically responsible for like managing the quality assurance team, like developing the test cases, communicating with the development team. uh, yeah, so those some sort of work will QA engineer do. So most of the people, it will be testing is a great entry point into IT. It's not a dead end. If you are not getting a development roles directly, you can first of all try for testing roles, and then you can switch into development roles. So here are some in-demand skills for this testing roles. So you should know some automation framework like Selenium, Cypress, UFT, Test Complete. For API testing, you should aware about the Postman or SOAP UI. So API testing is also one of the good entry point in the IT industry. So for performance testing, like how your API are performing, JMeter is one of the tool you can say. This is also a good for testing. So you can also in advanced version they should know about the CI/CD, that is continuous integration and continuous deployment. So for now you can just skip this because this is kind of at advanced level. At entry level you just need a bit idea about it, don't need to be like in and out about this. So mobile app testing, there are few like technologies used. You should be well aware about the agile and scrum process, and some softwares like Jira, TestRail, etc. for bug tracking and testing management. Sometimes tester needs to validate the data, they need to work with the databases. So it will be great if you aware about the SQL languages and you are able to do the query on database and get the data and check the data by your own or some scripting through the some scripting. Also basic scripting will be there like using Python or JavaScript. So this is about the testing and QA roles. Now we will check about the product and project management roles. So product management here, product manager or product management, basically it will decide what to build and why. So this product manager will take a call like what feature needs to decide and in what way it should go. So they should have a clear understanding of a business, uh, they should have market analysis, and they should have knowledge about the user experience, how user like will use their application in a better way. So from fresher point of view, this is not a kind of a fresher role. So once you worked in IT industry for some time, say 2 to 4 years, then you can go into product management. Likewise, project management is also a management role. So project management like delivery, tracking and planning of a project basically is done. Project manager will be responsible for communicating with the different teams, development teams, some IT teams. They will responsible for this agile and scrum and risk management. They need to analyze the risk before so that they can manage it. This is also not a fresher role. Once you have a good understanding of software development and you get some good experience as a in a technology, then you can think about this. So these are some high demand, moderate demand, and low demand technologies used in IT industry. So I have categorized is as a backend, front end, mobile, database, cloud, API testing. Also, there are some moderate demand like PHP, legacy mobile application, agile DevOps tools, and low demand C, C++, COBOL, jQuery, old PHP. Now, here my point is that none of the technology is I'm saying is not great or good. Uh, the choice should be done upon the availability of jobs in the market. For example, you are really good in some technology, but jobs are not there for that technology in the market. In that case, you may face some challenges, right? And IT industry is kind of evolving, always evolving, always new technology will come or some addition will happen to technology. So you should aware about if I take some technology, work on it for some time, at least next 5 years, that technology should be there. It should not happen you putted your entire effort learning that and within 1 or 2 years um, some other technology has replaced that technology, like for example Java, .NET, that is there from last 15 years. C++ is also there from last, I think, 30 plus years. But like opportunity wise, those are kind of a rare opportunities are there for such a technologies. So this is kind of my point here, making you understand the technology. So you can choose, you can visit the job portals like Naukri and what technology is in demand, and accordingly you can choose your technology. You can check what are the current requirements are coming, and accordingly you can select and focus on any technology. And you should always try to get jobs in same technology, because accordingly you will only make your base in your career. If you constantly switch technology from one technology to another within 1 2 3 years, then it will be kind of a no use, because for example you have worked in Java for 1 year, then again .NET, then again another technology. So so it 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 can be done, but not that much within short span of time. For example, if you have worked like say 10 years in Java .NET, then you wanted to go for some other technology which can uh, like enhance your profile, then you can think of it. But at least have at least one technology as a base technology, and then you can build some or add some additional technologies which can help you to navigate in your career. So here are the few technologies uh, I would like to highlight, which freshers should start or students should start to learn to get jobs in IT. It's not like that you should know all the technologies listed here, but this is kind of as per your choice, as per your choice of a roles, like development, testing. You can choose any technology and get it started. There are few technologies, kind of a few things will be common, like GitHub, but front end technology, JavaScript. If you are interested into front end, then you should must know HTML, CSS, JavaScript. If you are interested into backend development, then Java, Python, C Sharp, .NET, Node.js, these are the technologies. A database along with backend, you should know, must know any one of the database. So a version control system you must know, that is Git and GitHub. API basic you must know, REST API. And once you kind of good with the basics, then you can upskill for competitive age. Like you can do some sort of specialization, like either in React, Angular, or Vue.js for front end. For back end, like you can go for .NET Core, Spring Boot. Also, you can add your AWS, Azure Cloud Basics. That's kind of a thing you can do later once you get a 1 year, 2 year, 3 year experience. In testing, you can go for Selenium, Postman Basics, etc. So my point here is, like, instead of like learning only one technology and finding out uh, uh, or hunting a job for particular technology, you can always do a market research, what market need is currently, and accordingly you learn, right? So otherwise some people like do some sort of a courses and try to hunt the job, and like there are few technologies you'll not always get a entry point as a freshers, like cloud, etc. You need some experience, you need some opportunities first, and then you can explore those or add on, right? And these are the optional or future focused technologies you can just read out, and accordingly you can decide. So here I would like to highlight the gap between college and industry. Basically, in college we have theory exams, we learn one language, like though we have like multiple languages, but we are kind of aligned to a language which we understand better, right? uh, like mostly we we should do projects in college itself, and that is there you get a marks, right? And there is no any version control. So GitHub is version control system where like multiple people can work on the same code base. They will add some their own code, do code review, check in the code or check out the code. Like those things will happen with the github, so that thing will not be there in the colleges, right? We have entire our application in single folder, we just run it, or either we just create entire application from start to end by only one person. But in industry, basically group of people, team, different teams will work on one application and will develop that application. So you should must know about the github. Yeah. So we like college we have fixed syllabus. uh, we like rarely get a exposure to latest technologies and minimal coding practices, and mostly for exam perspective we focus on a memorization, and we have limited soft skill, like we never give the presentation, or like we don't know how to handle client, how to get the requirement, how to communicate in the call, how to communicate in the team, right? So those are the gaps basically. I'm not saying that every student, everyone in a colleges will have this, but this is kind of a thing I can say by looking into myself, by retrospecting my college life or college journey. Now industry requirement, if you see here, we need a practical skills, means you should have a good understanding of language, and you should able to code it and showcase it, right? You should have good understanding of framework like .NET, .NET Core, Java, Python, and what are the tools, for example for Java, Visual Studio, then other some tools are there. So whatever the ecosystem you are choosing, you should aware about the tools of those. Then here the real world projects will be there in the IT industry, and here your problem solving ability, your logic will play a important role in IT industry. So you should must know the GitHub or portfolio management. Then you should must aware of some processes like agile, scrum, so where you can you can collaborate in the project using these processes. Um, so here in the project, like sometimes you may not aware about something, but you need to continuously learn and upskill, though you get like 10 years, 20 years experience. Where whenever there is a new technology, as IT industry is continuously evolving, you need to always learn and upskill yourself to stay in the market and stay relevant. So you should at least like uh, you should know the basics of cloud platform, like how uh, why cloud platform come in a picture, what services are there. So at least some basics you should know. Then you should know how the coding standards, how you should code, like naming convention, like writing, um, creating a class, what should be the proper name. It should not be like xyz abc, like proper naming should be there. So then version control, then testing, how what will be the testing strategy. Unit testing is one of the important thing for development. So when we write our logic, we should always write unit tests so that we always check our code by ourselves. uh, then you need a critical thinking and debugging knowledge. So critical thinking and debugging plays important role while finding out and fixing the bugs. So debugging is the importance and important skills, and like we rarely do it in colleges. uh, yeah. Then some soft skill are very important, like communication. For example, you need some help, you need to communicate something, you should able to ask questions in a team meeting. You should able to like do some sort of a self learning and present it, or sometimes you may get exposure to client handling. uh, so you should know these soft skills and should be aware about that. This is the kind of uh, things you should know. And it's not like that you should know each and everything at the starting point. I'm just kind of giving you heads up, right? Okay. Now our next topic is how to bridge this gap. Yeah, so learn one core language deeply. Yeah, make a foundation of any one of the languages of your choice as per your choice of a role. Then make 2 3 real project, like start with very small. For example, I wanted to learn with .NET C Sharp. I will start with very simple application, say some calculator where it will just do some basic mathematical stuffs, and focus on learning that particular technology. And once you do 2 3 simple project, you will get a kind of get used to on that project, that technology. And you will also get a coding or problem solving exercise. Try to create account on GitHub, try to use the GitHub and push your code. Also there is a option to contribute to some open source project, like there are some open source project you can check and try to contribute. So for interview perspective, data structures, coding and behavioral like assignments are important. So you need to practice that. If you get a chance, like do internships or do certifications. So internship will help you to get a hands-on exposure and to understand the life cycle and processes in the IT industry. So at least once if you have internship done, at least you are aware how things are happening in IT industry, how basically development happens, communication happens, how team works, right? So here I will recommend that each and every student and fresher must have their GitHub account. So GitHub is code management and version control system. Now, why it is important? So basically, this is kind of a proof of your skills. So whatever mini project you will do, those project you can upload on your GitHub account, and you can you can make a public and give that link on your resume, so that whoever will review your resume, or whenever you will give your resume in different companies, they will aware that you have really worked on such a projects, and be honest with it, because then like you have to face questions and interviews on those. uh, Recruiters also check this, and they will get a better kind of impression. And mention these projects in your resume, and you should consistently do this. Also you can try some collaboration, like for example, 3 4 people are working on one project by yourself, and pushing code and trying to create one application. So you will get idea how to collaborate in a team, and eventually you will learn the version control system. So what to upload? Basically, mini project you can upload clean and polished college projects. So whenever you are uploading something on GitHub which is public and you wanted to showcase, make sure that you are following coding standards, the naming conventions, the functions you are writing appropriately. Because if someone reviews those, they will get an impression whether you are a good coder or bad coder, and accordingly they will kind of have your impression. And also you provide readme file in this project, so that it will give highlight of this project purpose, set of features. You can also do some sort of assignment coding exercises. You can also mention open source contributions, portfolio, demo applications. So you can also showcase your applications on resumes. whatever the practice application you have done. So it will recruiters and technical team will give a confidence that you have worked on your skill set and you are aware about it. So they will be quite sure and they will check accordingly in your interview. So like most of the times I see basically previously this thing was not there in uh, at the time of freshers. We just mention our last year project in which we have done in college, and accordingly we face the questions, or we have to like give answers on algorithms, data structures. Questions will be there, but now the technology is evolving very fast, and uh, due to that it will be great to showcase that you have very good learning ability and you are able to learn yourself. So this kind of a demonstration will be good. So you must create a LinkedIn profile, and this should be done in correct way. So uh, there are some do's and don'ts. So don't connect randomly, don't copy others' post, ignore your profile, spam message. So don't copy others' post, don't ignore your profile, don't spam messages. Like you don't continuously don't send any kind of messages to anyone in a LinkedIn. First of all, create a very good profile. Use a strong and clear headlines. Um, Share your project post and achievement, like you are working on this project, you are using this technology in that project, and you have developed this feature. And connect with recruiters strategically. There will be recruiters on LinkedIn, so find out those recruiters, connect them, and you can slowly pitch them. So recruiters also post on LinkedIn that there are some vacancies on so and so technology. You can also like comment there and ask for a referral or ask for like kind of a any opening. You can, it's a LinkedIn basically, here you can showcase your skills and portfolio. So now one of the important part of a fresher journey is Naukri and job portals. So here are some important tips for fresher. Profile optimization tips basically. So in Naukri, you should create your profile, and you should basically your resume should be skill based. Focus on technology and tools you are aware about. Just don't randomly copy paste from your friend or any other. Someone gives you put this, put that. If you don't know, be honest. Don't put it, because sometimes if you put something which you are not aware, that can down your interview. For example, though this MySQL is going on in industry, but I'm not aware, I just put on my resume, and then interviewer see, oh, he has putted MySQL, he can start asking question around that technology, but I'm not prepared for that. So just don't put it. So meaning, if I don't put MySQL, interview will not go on that side. So um, your resume and your skill set will drive your most of the your interview. So uh, be cautious for whatever you are putting. So keywords matters a lot. So for examples, whatever the technology, you should put it correctly, because on Naukri, recruiters will search accordingly, and recruiter search will, then you will get a, there are better chances that your profile get shortlisted. You you should professional headline, like clearly mention in which role you want to go, what is your aspiration. If you have any certification project, add it. Add a profile picture and summary, and you keep updating weekly. So try to update your Naukri profile on Sunday, uh, at least 2 3 times in a week, so that as per your update, your profile gets a better chance of getting shortlisted. So don't apply randomly. So whenever you are applying for jobs, don't apply randomly. Check the skill set, whether your resume and skill set are matching or not. Um, don't copy paste anything basically. Track applications. So if you are applying, track those, what's happening with those. 5 to 10 quality applications per day. So instead of applying 200 random applications, you can choose, go through the all the important openings and choose 5 to 10 which are relevant to you. Whatever, like, don't ignore any recruiter's message, respond it professionally. You can set up job alert for relevant role. For example, I want to get notified when there will be opening on .NET, so I can set up alert. I can follow companies, industry leaders, engage with career posts to increase visibility, and keep resume your PDF ready. So, like, PDF will be helpful for you, so that there will not be a formatting language issue. Anyone can open and see it, and no one can make any changes. So that is important thing. Here is some resume building tips by freshers focus. So you should resume must show your skills, programming languages, tools, and framework. Mention your college, mini project, real world project, and give some description. Like, so instead of just mentioning we have worked on so and so application, so and so project, mention what was your actual role in that application, what you have built, what technology you have used. And once you mention this, be sure that you are able to answer on those questions in an interview, because definitely interviewer will ask on those around those project. So Git and GitHub we have discussed, cloud, ID, database. If you are using this, you are aware about this, whatever. ID is like uh, integrated development environment, like Visual Studio and all. So you can mention that. If you have done internship training, any practical exposure you have done, you can mention. You can mention if you have done any certification, online courses. You can mention your achievements, hackathon, coding competition, awards, right? Tip and tricks, like trailer your resume for each job, highlighting relevant skills. For example, if you have worked on Python and .NET and Java, if there is a .NET opening is there, just remove Python and Java, because those skill set will not required for .NET job. And same applies to other technologies. Don't push or put anything which is irrelevant. For Java profile, .NET and Python will be relevant, right? So that it will give a good idea to recruiters and technical team that you are focused, right? So accordingly, you can create a different resumes till the time you get a opportunity. Then, so how to, while creating the resume, uh, like, you always go through the job, like, advertisement on Naukri, and check how they are, like, giving the requirement. You should use those wordings and all, so your resume will be ATS friendly, right? So so it will help recruiters to find your resume quicker. Give a very strong headline or title, like aspiring software developer in Java, Python, or cloud, any whatever technology you are using. Don't try to use any fancy some sort of color combinations and all. I always go white and black and white kind of a resume. That will be a great. Uh, If you have some GitHub account, you can mention that into your um, resume. If you have a portfolio, you wherever you are showcasing your work, if you have done any small application and if it's live, you can mention that link. And PDF format as we discuss. I'll be taking resume building and Naukri and GitHub in separate sessions. So there are some uh, mistakes you can avoid. So like don't create a long generic objective statements like what I wanted to do in IT and all. You will do in later, but keep it short and sweet. Don't try to fake the experience. Honesty matters, and though if you wanted to fake it, uh, you should aware about it. But if you are aware about it, then it will not be fake, right? So point is don't fake experience. Don't post any like irrelevant hobbies because this is professional profile. HR will talk about your hobbies and all. So technical team will not interested what you do after your work and all, after your college. Typo and poor formatting will not be a good. So recruiters see many resumes daily, so they will catch it quickly and you'll get a kind of a negative impression. Try to keep short and meaningful information. Don't write paragraphs in your resume. Otherwise, like nobody have that much time to read your resume. So basically, on an average, if for a fresher, no one will spend more than 2 to 5 minutes. For experienced candidate, no one will spend more than 15 minutes on anyone's resume. 15 minutes is maximum. That will be for very higher role. So keep it short and sweet, and you can like use like bold, do some for keywords which are important, so that will be highlighted and a recruiter's technical team can see it quickly. So these are some do's and don'ts. So many people has this question like, I don't know how to choose my career based on my strength. Whether I should go in testing, whether I should go in development, whether I should do something different. So uh, here is I have tried to find uh, by using this table. You can find it your what you like basically. If you are coding and if you like coding and logic, for example, you like the programming concept, you like to write the code, programs, then go for development. That is your area. If you are not able to give solution to any simple problem statement, you are not able to learn programming concepts, uh, but you are interested in finding mistakes. You can find mistake quickly. Uh, in that case, testing or quality assurance is the field. But be aware now automation is there. It will not be a fully manual. So in future, you may need to understand, learn the scripting language. So so but if you are aligned towards finding mistakes and making something great, um, then testing or QA is the field for you. It doesn't mean like you should go if you are not good in programming, then go for QA. It's like if you have that mindset, like finding mistakes, making something very robust, in that case, you can go for testing purpose or testing role. You'd like to do analysis, requirement gathering, talking, uh, communicating, understanding the problem statement. Then business analyst is the role for you, and then for if you like planning and all, you can go for project product management. You would like to play with data, numbers, databases, you can go for data and analytics. So these are the some tips. So you can focus on first two, and if you get a chance and if you like, you can go for third one, business analyst. Project and product management is not for fresher. uh, that is not a kind of a say fully technical roles. You will get exposure once you get experience. So now everywhere like AI tools are there, and this is kind of a thing that everyone is talking about. The AI in every field, AI is there. So here are some AI tools I'm mentioning, and how you can use for your own purpose. So chat GPT models are there. You can learn concept, you can ask question, like for example, um, can you explain me abstraction with example, with my daily example? And through this you can kind of prepare for your interviews. If you are not understanding something, um, you can ask, but avoid like copy pasting code from chat gpt till the time you get a hands-on and good exposure on particular technology. GitHub Copilot is one of the tool which auto suggest the code, speed up the development. At this point of time, you should just suggest good practices. You should just aware about what is GitHub Copilot. That is sufficient. You really don't need to use it. Uh, then replied AI coding assistants are there. So basically, interactive coding practices, debugging, project prototyping, so etc. You can use it. Then Canva AI, Figma AI. So basically, if you are interested into front end, so basically this here you can design your front end, how it should be look like, what will be color combinations, UI UX mockups, basically how your UI will look up. You can use this kind of tools to generate it, and then you can actually implement those in your project. uh, Grammarly or word tune is basically to improve your communication, email writing and documentation. Notation AI to organize project, create notes, plan task, generate summaries. And Lite code, hacker ranks, AI hints. So practice coding with hints and explanation. Some practical tips are like use AI to learn faster, not replace practice. Integrate AI tools into project and portfolio. Showcase AI assisted project in GitHub, LinkedIn. And you don't really over rely on AI. Always understand the logic yourself. Like we though use GitHub, Chat GPT, but we are kind of have very good understanding of basics, fundamentals. We just take a reference from it and speed up the development. We really not depend upon this any AI tool for um, development purpose. And sometimes it may happen that it may give you a wrong suggestion, wrong coding also, coding solution also. So our next next slide is, top IT industry training institute in India with 100% placement support. I really don't have any experience with any one of these actual city-wise institutes. In my journey, I have used Udemy for learning purpose, online training. I haven't, but do your own research on this. If you wanted to join any of the institute, thoroughly research it, check whether it's their placement will be there, because you have to pay some fees for learning and all. And if placement is not there, then in that case it is a waste of money. Um so some institutes claim that they are providing 100% placement, but outcomes depends on your skills. For example, I am not really great in something, nobody can teach me, right? Or they can teach me, but I could not perform because I don't like that. I don't have that ability, right? So it's not depends, and don't over dependent on anything, any institute. It's up to you. uh, I'll say project and GitHub will be the way to get the success. So here is some final advice to freshers. IT is not saturated. That means jobs are there. Opportunities will there will be depends upon the financial market and worldwide, but in future opportunities will continue to grow. Some for some time you may need to wait for right time. You need to really work hard. Um, Wrong skill set is equal to no jobs. Focus on demand technologies. You can do research on job portals. Check what are the technology in demand for freshers. Right skill plus effort is equal to success. If you are student and basically in the colleges or doing graduation, this is the time you can start working on yourself, not after actually completing the graduation. Build portfolio and GitHub. This will definitely help you. And one thing is very important. This is not like any other type of a job where you just crack any exam or crack any interview and that's done for your lifetime. For your lifetime you need to have a continuous learning ability. So make sure that you know this from first day itself. Network smartly. Use LinkedIn, alumni and communities. Set realistic goals. Set small milestone to lead the big result. Balance coding and soft skills. So communication, teamwork, and problem solving. These three important things, and everything goes hand in hand. Because if though you are really great in problem solving, if you are not able to explain your logic to interviewer, he will not. He'll say you have memorized that everything, so he'll not believe on you. If though you are not able to write actual code, but you are able to explain the logic, he will have a kind of impression that you know the logic, though you are not able to write in a particular programming language. Be proactive. Apply to internship, competitions, open source project. So this is all about the my kind of you can say help to freshers and student. I'll keep posting such a videos. Please comment on which topics next video you want, and also give me feedback on my video so that I can also improve. Thank you.